Magna Lorraine Emboutissage belongs to the Canadian group Magna International. With locations in 26 countries, the group employs 107,000 people in 360 manufacturing, product development, engineering and sales centers. With a turnover of nearly 18.6 billion euros, Magna International is one of the world's premier automotive equipment manufacturers. The most diversified automobile equipment supplier, Magna designs, develops and builds systems, elements, modules and state-of-the-art automobile components, as well as assembles complete vehicles. Magna Lorraine Emboutissage is located in the Henryville megazone and benefits from a strategic geographical position in the heart of Europe, with a high concentration of automobile manufacturers. The factory began its production of stamped steel sheets for the car industry in 2005. Since then, its customer base has diversified, and Magna Lorraine has developed its range of products to export to Eastern Europe. Production has continually increased, and its turnover progresses year over year. Magna Lorraine Emboutissage has broadened its activity with the production of non-automotive products, such as steel pallets for plastic containers. Production is organized around 3 presses, a trial press, plus a new generation profiling line. In 2011, the factory entered the solar energy market and beat new records.
For us, the know-how is practically the same, bearing in mind that the automotive domain is a technically and globally very demanding domain with a lot of commitment. Those who can do more can do less.
With its 180 employees and expertise in meeting the high standards of the automobile industry, Magna Lorraine Emboutissage has put this knowledge and rigor into serving the solar energy market.
Pour chaque appel d'offres, nous développons un concept, donc on part de la localisation géographique.
For each tender, we develop a concept. We consider the geographical localization from which will depend geological criteria of the ground, criteria of snow and wind. All this allows us to develop a concept. At this step, we make calculation to validate the concept. Complementary test benches are possibly organized. Everything is made in about 2 weeks. It allows us to develop a really optimized concept for each project.
Ça nous permet de développer un concept vraiment optimisé pour chaque projet, donc qui est différent d'un standard classique.
In pre-development, the Magna engineers have been working on a roof system and 15 by 8 meter solar trackers. Magna Lorraine Emboutissage can serve the needs of small or large solar field construction sites all over the world, with various table configurations ranging from 1 to 5 rows with 1 or 2-legged supports. While the competition primarily offers only very expensive aluminum structures, Magna innovates and proposes a patented, easy-to-build concept which is economically more competitive with its 100% steel profile and a 20-year guarantee.
The distinctive characteristic of this crimping is it's exempt from any weld completely closed 100% steel profile that resists the required 20 years guarantee in the solar domain.
The latest generation profiling line produces the elements for the tables which support the photovoltaic panels. The Henryville site has enough production capacity to supply profiles required for 150 megawatts per month and keeps a stock of approximately 20 megawatts at all times. Thanks to the automotive sector, the purchasing power of the group is 450,000 tons of steel per year. This makes Magna Lorraine very competitive in terms of raw materials delivery, different varieties of steel, and pricing, and allows them to obtain the biggest markets in the European solar field while respecting very competitive deadlines. In early 2011, the first solar field of 30 megawatts was completed in only 6 weeks. Another 91 megawatt project was launched in only 3 days. About 8,000 tons of steel were used for the manufacture of the 500,000 elements. Put end to end, the nearly 1,500 kilometers of profiles represents 1.5 times the width of France. This project was completed in a record time of 8 weeks. Magna Lorraine expertise is not limited to the conception and production of the structure, but also extends to the assembly and installation of the photovoltaic modules. Electric connections and the construction of fences can also be supplied as options. On the construction site, assembly is simple and fast. It takes only 1 hour. Respecting deadlines, quantities, and cost is the daily challenge of Magna Lorraine Emboutissage. As in the automotive environment, projects are managed with important planning processes, human resources management, and qualitative follow-up of the products delivered and built on the construction site.
We come from the car industry. The car industry is very drastic in terms of quality level, and we have exactly the same goals as the ones at the factory. The zero defect philosophy and the 100% control habits of work.
Using 100% steel, which is 30% cheaper than aluminum, a simple, easy-to-build concept, and offering a 20-year guarantee, the company follows its watchword: to do what the others aren't able to do. Most importantly, Magna Lorraine Emboutissage goes where others do not, and always stays one step ahead of its competition.